Hello Archons, and welcome back to KeyFlux vs the Keyraken, the 5th episode of Series 2. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, let's take this middle one here. Yes, after 4 is 5. Okay, let's open it up and see what we have. Ooh, a long name. Oh, the Tyrant that celebrates Quantum City. That's pretty cool. Is Quantum City is the name of the city next to the crash of the crash site of the Star Alliance ship, isn't it? I need to read the adventures of uh, uh, what's their name? Like the cool investigation book in the Keyforge universe. Their name eludes me now, of course. But anyway, yeah, I need to check that this is the name. Hold on, let's open my iBooks. What is it called? What is it called? I've got it there. The cubic zirconium. Yes, that's right. Where is it? Well, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Quantum City, I think. Well, I'm not so sure, but anyway, that's a cool name. The Tyrant that celebrates Quantum City. So, what will this Tyrant have? Yeah, I did show, I think. Okay, and we have, yeah, Untamed, Sanctum, and Logos. I haven't had any Sanctum so far in that set. Well, in that box, I mean. All right, my daughter Erin wants me to tell you. Nom nom. Yes, I'm sure they will laugh and find it very funny. All right, so the Tyrant that celebrates Quantum City. And if Quantum City is a real place in the universe of the Crucible, that's pretty cool. Larry of the Lake. Taxing Johnny, yay. All tied up. Theory or conjecture. Grand melee. Aha, interesting. So the positioning on the board is important. And a red hand registry. Nice, I like this card. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty solid Sanctum hand right there. I mean, it's well, this will not work against the Keyraken anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, all right. Let's keep that and play it. That seems fine. Okay, so play the Taxing Journey just for the Ember. Play a Larry of the Lake, play the Red Hand Registry, get an Ember, and discard the Grand Melee. Okay, there we go. Then we draw Badge Magus. Bumblebird. Bumblebird, the Dredging Druid. Ooh, another card I did not have before, a rare. Human Witch, elusive. Reap if the tide is high, put up to 3 creatures from your discard pile on top of your deck. That's interesting. Well, we'll see if that somehow works with other things within the deck. Not convinced by this ability, but we'll see. And another all tied up. Okay, so 2 all tied up, which I guess will work well together. Righty-ho. The Keyraken comes at me with his 3 cards. Tenacious Arm. Whirlpool Eddy, gaining 1 Ember. And Swift Current, gaining 2 Ember. Okay, then the Keyraken Reaps. And that is its turn. Okay, so that's a solid Ember Rush to begin with right there. Okay, let's try to deal with that. I guess I will do an Ember Rush myself, because then I will raise the tide for free. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay. So, let's play Bumblebird. Play a Dredging Druid. All tied up, gain 1 Ember, raise the tide. All tied up, gain 1 Ember, the tide is high, so gain 1 Ember. Okay, and that is my turn. A Submersive Principle. Yay, some Ember control, good. Think twice. That card is very interesting. A Witch of the Dawn with a Capture Peep. Oh, so we've got a few announcements there. Lovely. We've got some recursion there between Witch of the Dawn and that Dredging Druid thing. Embermancy. +1 power counters. Okay, we'll see if we have power counters. Well, I guess Bumblebird is the worst, but I guess in a way, if Bumblebird comes after some Ember, some Untamed, and then I play Embermancy, that would work. But it's Bumblebird, so yeah. Alright. So the Keyraken does not advance because it costs 6. Okay, 3 cards coming up. Crimson Churning. Get 1 Ember. Deal 1 damage to each of my creature. So 1 here. Bumblebird is destroyed. Oh, hold on. No, the tide is high, so all my creatures have +2 armor. Alright. So all taken on the armor. But the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card nevertheless. Devour Hole. Skirmish, prey the least powerful creature, so it will fight Bumblebird. Okay, so that destroys Bumblebird. Okay, and it will fight again when used. And Tidal Trouble. In another Ember. Stun my most powerful creature and each creature that shares a house with it. So that is Larry of the Lake. Okay, then the Keyraken fights the least powerful creature, which is the Dredging Druid, which is elusive, so no damage is dealt. Then the Tenacious Arm Reaps steals 1 from me and will skip the Forger Key / advance the next turn, thanks to my Red Hand Registry. Then Whirlpool Eddy will stun and exhaust 1 of my creatures that's not already stunned, so that's the Dredging Druid. If all of my creatures are stunned, destroy Whirlpool Eddy and lower the tide. Okay. Then Swift Current, the Keyraken with the highest power captures 1 from me. There we go. That remains exhausted. Okay. Alright, so what can we do? Well, I think we can use the logo stuff. It seems wise. Can't fight this turn anyway, so is there an action card from there that I might want to play and purge? Well, I guess I can raise the tide with an all tied up. Got 2, so purging 1 is not too bad. Okay. Right, so let's go with logos then, yeah. So I need to raise the tide. So first of all, let's play Ethereal Conjecture to archive the top 2 cards of my deck. We have a Millionaire and a P.I. Sweven. Lovely. Okay. Then I will... yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Alright, so in what order do I want to do this? Let's see. If I spend 2 Ember and do the Submersive Principle, then I don't lose anything. Then I play Think Twice, which would put me back at 3. That's salt. Put that back in the kitchen. That's not for playing. So if I spend the Ember and then play the All Tied Up, well, I don't know if I'm gaining much, but I'll be back where I am. If I play All Tied Up first, then I will gain 1 and raise the tide. So I'll be at 4, but then Submissive Principle will lose me 2, so then I'll be at 2. Okay. I guess it's better to spend here. But then maybe I want to play something other than my All Tied Up. If I'm spending the Ember anyway. I don't know. Alright, well let's go for it. I'll spend 2, raise the tide, then play the Submersive Principle to lose half the Ember. So that makes Keyraken lose 4 Ember. There we go. Okay. Then I could play and purge All Tied Up just to gain some Ember. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Think Twice. I play and purge one of my All Tied Up, gaining 2 Ember. Okay. Alright, and that is my turn. Then I draw another Submersive Principle, alright. Rip also, and Asset Dominance. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature gains skirmish. Ready and fight with that creature. Lovely. Alright, so I suppose we might... Yeah. Okay, so we have Rip also, which will work very well with Embermancy. Fantastic. So a bit of Ember Rush there. Lovely. Okay. So the Keyraken is coming at me with 4 cards. Defend the Keyraken. 1 Ember, ward the Keyraken and each of its creatures. Shield Arm. Preternatural Will. If the tide is low, heal, otherwise gain 3 chains. There we go. Slowing me down again. Ascending Jet. Okay. The Keyraken reaps. The Tenacious Arm reaps and steals 1 from me, which means it will skip the Forger Key step during the next turn. I guess in a way that's really silly, absolutely silly, but if that remains in play the whole game, the Keyraken will never advance. That might end up being the longest and most boring Keyraken game ever, but in a way hilarious. Alright, my turn. Okay, what have we got in the archive? P.I. Sweven and Miliobi. Let's... And then I've got my Witch of the Dawn that will return a creature from my discard to my hand. What creature have I got? Bumblebird. So I can return a Bumblebird from my discard to my hand. That's nice. Right, yes. So, okay, let's do a Burst of Ember then. Yeah, let's go with Untamed. Let's get my archive. Okay. So, we're going to play Miliobi. No, let's play the Witch of the Dawn first. Okay, and then it will capture 1. Tweak. Let's then play milieu B. Okay. Let's rip also, give 3+1 power counters to, I don't know, Larry of the Lake. Or, no, I can give it to milieu B, then I can assert dominance to fight, and then I can Embermancy. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, there we go. I give +3 power counters to milieu B. Then do an assert dominance. Give milieu B skirmish, which it does already, but that doesn't matter. Then ready and fight. Oui? No, I'm not going to say that. I have a carrot on my head. I say to the people, I have a carrot on my head. I also have a tomato on my head, supposedly. And I also have a banana on my head. And I have a sausage on my head. So many things. Okay. And I also have a egg. Okay. Alright, ready and fight. Let's ready and fight the shield arm. So that's 7 damage. So that's 4 damage on the shield arm. Okay. Oh, and before fight, enrage the creature milieu B fights and each of its neighbors. So, enrage. Oh, well, that's. That works against me because I want Tenacious Arm to reap and steal from me. Funny, hilarious. Oh well. Okay. Right, and then I'll do an Embermancy, gaining 1 Ember, remove 3 power counters, and gain 3 Ember. Okay, and then I will unstun my witch, druid thing. Alright. And that is my turn. Okay. So maybe I should have fought with something else, not milieu B, but oh well. I'm trying to make it harder for myself anyway, so that kind of goes into that. But usually it's when that plays. Okay, anyway, 3 cards. Talmage Steelheart, Deepwater Gruin, and Infomorph. So Talmage Steelheart has a capture, which is neat. And so we have an Infomorph, so we've got some draw pips as well in there. So far 2 captures and 2 draw. I like. That's good. Good pips. So Talmage Steelheart, gaining +1 power counters, working very well with Embermancy. Cool. So we've got some good synergies so far. I like that. Very nice. Ah, hold on, I was chained. So I guess yeah, Infomorph would be the one that I do not draw, I think. Yeah. Alright. I'll leave it there because yeah, we all know it's all that, not all that. So the Keyraken has stolen from me before, so it does not advance this time. It will next turn. Devour Hole. Gain skirmish and prey the least powerful creature. It fights then readies. It fights the druid and then readies. Titanic Maw. And race to the surface. Okay, so that does nothing. Okay, then the Keyraken fights again, so we've got both the most powerful and the least powerful. So it can fight milieu B and destroy the witch. No, it will not actually, because everything, the tide is high, so everything has +2 armor. Right. So I guess it's in its interest to destroy that, so that Larry of the Lake gets destroyed quicker. So it will fight the least powerful creature, so Dredging Druid again. So dealing 3 damage, it's got +2 armor, so it's got takes 1 damage then. And then Leery of the Lakes takes 1 damage as well. Okay. Alright, then this is Enraged. So Enraged by default means the least powerful creature, I believe. So it will fight the druid, destroying the druid and taking 2 damage on the ward in return. Okay, and then this will now fight either the witch or Leery of the Lake. Well, then I guess it will fight Leery of the Lake, finishing it off. Okay, then the Keyraken creature with the highest power captures 1 from me. Shield arm. And the Ascending Jet will give 3 power counters to the Tenacious Arm. Okay. And they both lost their Enraged. Okay, lovely. Right, so now the Keyraken is set to advance next turn, unless I once again Submersive Principle it. That makes me sad, because I could have forged the key. Soon, anyway. Okay. But I kind of have, well, have to, yes and no. So what should I do this turn? I guess, yeah, I'm going to delay the Keyraken, so let's go Logos. Play the Submersive Principle, so I lose 2 Ember, and the Keyraken loses 4. Then I play P.S. and Talmage Steelheart, capturing 1 on himself, I guess. Yeah. Or, yeah, put on P.S. whatever. And then it gets 1, 2, 3 plus 1 power counters. Okay. That is my turn. What are we drawing? So we know there's an Infomorph coming up, and then Seneschal Sargassa with a draw. Sweet. And a General Salvador, which is where the capture pips come from. Okay, so Sanctum next turn, probably. Okay. Alright, Crushing Arm. Emergence, gain 1 Ember. Destroy 1 of my artifacts. No! My Red Hand Registry. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. Let's exhaust those 3. And then a Grappling Tentacle, which captures everything. Okay. Then the Keyraken will fight the most powerful creature, which happens to be this guy. So it deals 3 damage to Talmage Steelheart, and then 3 damage to P.I. Sweven. Okay. This will Reap, and steals nothing from me. This will Reap. This will not do anything, it will get destroyed and lower the tide. And this will give +1 power counters to the lowest power. So 6, 6, 9, 6. I guess let's make this guy bigger. And then it's 9, so this is destroyed. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Alright, continue after this interruption. Alright, let's go with Sanctum. So this will prey the most powerful creature, which is Tilmart or Sargasso. Okay, let's I guess, yeah, let's play Badgermagus. Let's put it over there. Then let's put General Salvador, Seneschal Sargasso, draw a card, a Bouncing Desk Walk. Yay! Yeah, unfortunately I cannot raise the tide with that. That is unfortunate. Yeah, but well, there's not much I can do about it. So be it. Okay, ready everything. And then draw 2 cards. A Phase Shift, lovely. And a Flumph. Okay, so got a little bit of logos we can play next turn. We'll see. Okay, so 3 Ember for Keyraken to advance. Alright, 3 cards for Keyraken. Swift Current. Lashing Tentacle. And Primordial. Reap Archive, 1 adventure card. Well, right now it's got Titanic Maw, so it'll just keep fighting me until I've got nothing left. So it fights the most powerful creature, which is either Talmage Steelheart or Sargasso. So right now it's gonna crash into Steelheart. That is the most obvious target for it. Okay, it finishes off Steelheart. And then the 3 damage goes onto Witch of the Dawn as well. Reap. Steals nothing. Reap. And then we've got Prey, the least powerful flank creature, that is Milieu-B. So it fights Milieu-B and takes 4 damage in return. And Prey, the most powerful non-flank creature, that is Salvador. So it fights General Salvador, destroys it, and take 4 damage in return. Okay. Oof. Once again, this board is getting out of hand. The Keyraken has a ton of Ember. We're in trouble. Because the opponent is winning. Okay, but that's fine. We can actually play Logos and do some damage. Okay. Let's go with Logos, yes. Because we have some possibilities here. So let's play an Infomorph. And then we can play a Deepwater Gruen. Yeah, to gain some Ember, which we can then spend to raise the tide. Alright, let's play Phase Shift. Play Deepwater Gruen to gain 2 Ember, but the tide is low, so the Keyraken gains 1, sadly. Oh well. Spend the 2 Ember to raise the tide. Then a creature I control captures 2 from their opponent. Let's say Sargasso. And then let's do a Bouncing Death Quark. So we're going to bounce Tenacious Arm up, popping the ward in exchange for Deepwater Gruen. Then we're going to pop Infomorph in exchange for the Grappling Tentacle, dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. And then we're going to pop Badgermagus in exchange for the Lashing Tentacle. dealing another 3 damage to the Keyraken. And I will keep Sargasso. Okay. Oof. Right. Okay, so I draw the Mad Prophet Gizelheart. Hey! Another Leery of the Lake with the Capture Pip. A Bilge Warden. An Eddy with a draw. Nice. And finally, a Barrister Joya. Whoa, yeah, with a capture. Awesome. Cool, some cool stuff in this deck. But it might not be match for the Keyraken, who advances once more for 6 Ember. Flipping the tide. Okay. 3 cards. We have a Preternatural Will. The Keyraken, the tide is low. Heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. Slippery Arm. And Devour Hole. Skirmish and Prey. The least powerful creature it fights, then readies. Alright, so it fights my Seneschal Sargasso, dealing 1 damage to it. And readies. Then its turn 2, it used normally. It fights again, dealing 3 damage to Sargasso. Then this will reap. This has Prey, the least powerful flank creature, that is General Sargasso, so it will fight Sargasso, dealing 9, so destroying Sargasso, and taking 6 damage in return, which destroys it, so that does some damage to the Keyraken. Okay, and then at the end, and then the Keyraken with the highest power, that is Shield Arm, captures 1 from me. Alright, end of the turn. Up, Titanic Maw is destroyed. Alright, now I need to forge a key quick to get rid of Primordial. This is not happening so far. Alright, we're in for a struggle. Ay. So we can... So we could go with Sanctum to capture 2 and then raise the tide. I think that is the wisest play right now. Okay, so let's play Barrister Joya, capture 1. Mad Prophet Gizelheart, Leery of the Lake, capture 1. Let's put it on Leery of the Lake. Oh no, let's put it on Gizelheart. And then I will spend 2 Ember to raise the tide. Ay. Okay, so now enemy creatures cannot reap. The Keyraken is not a creature, so it can reap. We draw another Leery of the Lake. Whoa, we've got 3 Leery of the Lake. A Hydro Cataloger. And a General Salvador again. Cool. So, I like Hydro Cataloger. Just discovered recently, though, that it is double-sided. So, it works both for me and for my opponent. On a regular game of Keyforge. Oh, somebody's ringing the bell. It's the Keyraken's turn. We have Drag to Your Doom, purge my most powerful creature. If the tide is high, I may lower the tide instead. Yeah, I will do that, thank you very much. Grappling Tentacle, captures 3. And Beholder's Grandeur, gain 1 for each creature I control that shares a house. So that's 3 Ember. Coucou! Coucou, grande fille. I'm recording a game.
Where's my bag?
There. Okay, so then the Keyraken reaps and archives a card. Then this cannot reap. It does not have. It's not enraged, so it does nothing. And this cannot reap either. So those two are just stuck there. Then this captures 1, I have no Ember, so I destroy this and lower the tide. Okay. Okay. Right, so I think now we can potentially make a bit of progress. It's a tough one. Okay, I think well, yeah, we've got two options. Basically, we could go Logos. I could go Logos, or I could try to make some progress there. I think it's worth making some progress. But I need to raise the tide for that. Because if I fight with Barrister Joya, she will get destroyed unless I raise the tide first. I don't have Ember to raise the tide, so I'm stuck. So I guess I have to go with Logos. That's my only way. Okay. Hydro Cataloger, gain 1 Ember. Let's play AD over there, draw a card, which is the last card of the deck, a Chelonia. And then I archive a card. I'm going to archive, I don't know, I'll archive to Chelonia, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And then I will play Bilge Warden to raise the tide. And then I archive the top card of my deck, which is no longer there, so I don't archive anything. Well played. Well, I couldn't do anything about that anyway, so it's fine. Okay. But hold on, I want Giselheart to remain in the middle, so let's put Bilgewater there. Okay. And that is my turn. Alright, and we shuffle. So, we've been through the deck. I don't know how much of a tyrant it is. That remains to be seen. Well, Barrister is never a pleasant sight for the opponent. Barrister Joya, AD, neither. Alright, so I draw 3 cards. Infomorph, Sargassa, and Riposte. Alright. So, the Keyraken costs 7, which it has, so it advances, unfortunately. Lowers the tide, and advance token. Alright. Then 3 cards coming up. Oof, man, those 3 card turns, they're brutal. We have a Lashing Tentacle, the Beast of Dark Legend. Gain 1 Ember for each of my unforged keys. So that's 3 Ember right there, boom. I have no chance whatsoever. Zealot's Revelation. Shuffle the adventure discard pile into the adventure deck. Then the Keyraken archives 3 adventure cards. Lovely. Okay, so we've got 1 adventure card coming up. And then the last adventure card, a Preternatural Will. If the tide is low, heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. Well, not that I made much progress on that front. Anyway, so the Keyraken reaps for 1 Ember and archives an adventure card. This is stuck by Barrister Joya, this is stuck by Barrister Joya. This will fight the most powerful non-flank creature, which is Barrister Joya. So it fights Barrister Joya. Which has +2. No, it does not have +2 armor, so that destroys Barrister Joya. Thank you very much for your assistance, Barrister Joya. And 5 damage go onto the Grappling Tentacle. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I think we're getting close to the end now. There's nothing that this deck can do that will win me the game against the Keyraken at this point. I've got Chelonia in my archive. Alright, so let's keep the archive, I guess. Yep. That's nice and all. Blah, 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 blah. Ay, 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 ay. Yep. Well, let's go with Sanctum. I've got 3 Sanctum cards in my hand. Let's do that. Alright. Let's start with Seneschal Sargasso, drawing me a card, a Submersive Principle. Okay, nice. Then I can do what? I can let's see, 2/2. So let's play Larry of the Lake over there, Salvador over there. So Gizelhard's in the middle. Not that it matters much. Let's reap with Larry of the Lake. Spend 2 Ember to raise the tide, which triggers several things. We have first of all the Hydro Cataloger. So I archive the top card of my deck, Bumblebird. Nice. And then a creature I control captures 2 from the opponent. So let's load up Gizelhard for funsies. Okay, so now with the 2 Larry of the Lakes, Gizelhard has a ton of armor, 7 armor, that's pretty solid, and 4 power, so I can fight something. So I can finish this Grappling Tentacle, or fight the Lashing Tentacle. Yeah, whatever, I'll fight the Lashing Tentacle. Boom. And deal 3 damage to the Keyraken. Yay. Alright. So, yeah, if I make this, it's gonna be a miracle. Grand Melee, Dredging Druid. But if I make it, it's gonna be a grueling fight. Because, damn, I don't think I'll make it. We have Devour Hole, Skirmish, and Prey, the least powerful creature, which would be Bilgewarden. So it fights Bilgewarden. Pop. Okay, and then it will fight again. An Ascending Jet, a Race to the Surface, gain 1 Ember. For each time the Keyraken has advanced this game, it archives 1 adventure card, so that is 3. Up. And I draw that many cards, so 3 cards draw, all tied up, Larry of the Lake, and Face Shift. And then a Tidal Trouble, gain 1 Ember. Stun my most powerful creature, and each creature that shares a house with it. If the tide is high, I may choose to lower the tide instead. Yeah, let's do that. Ah, but no, because then, well... yeah, what the hell. I'll lower the tide. Doesn't matter. Okay. So then... Ah, but hold on, no. This was not destroyed because it had a ton of armor from the Larry of the Lakes. So now it fights the Bilgewater and destroys it, because the Larry of the Lakes are no longer giving their armor. This can reap. This can reap and archive 1 adventure card. And then Prey, the most powerful non-flank creature, which happens to be Sargasso. So this fights Sargasso. So that's 4 damage on Sargasso. And the Grappling Tentacle is destroyed, throwing damage onto the Keyraken. Okay.
Papa,
Oui.
you're gonna know I want to see you.
Okay.
I just told Papa that
Yes. Okay. So yeah, what have we got in our hand? So right now we've got an ED with 2 archive cards, a Bumblebird and a Chelonia. So my only potential solution for advancing the game. So the 7 Ember on the opponent. So I can put down another Larry of the Lake. I've got a submersive principle and a phase shift in hand. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. So I can either I can I can keep dragging this. Can keep dragging this game. So all my stuff has a ton of ember. So right now, yeah, if I go with Sanctum, I would not be able to play anything from my hand. Oh, well, I guess I can play 2 cards. Not that it matters much. And then I could do some fighting. I can eat up at the Keyraken's armor and then deal some damage. So I could rip once to raise the tide. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And yeah. Radiant Reap with a friendly creature. Yeah, let's go with Sanctum and try to deal some damage. Alright, I will discard Grand Melee. I will play Leery of the Lake over there. I could use a Gizzle Heart, so let's see what I could do. So here we've got a 6 power, 3 armor, so I need to deal 5 damage to finish it off. So only Sargasso could potentially finish it off. Okay. The Keyraken has a ton of armor. So I could throw Salvador at it. Okay. Let's throw Salvador at the Keyraken. Oui, c'est moi. Throw Salvador, so I deal 4 damage on the Keyraken, reducing its armor by 4, and I take 1 damage in return. Okay. Then I will use Gizzled Art's action to fully heal each of my non-mutant creatures, so that is 2, and gain 2 ember as a result. Then I will spend the 2 ember to raise the tide, which means I archive the top card of my deck, P.I. Swiven, alright, and I capture 2 from the Keyraken. Let's see, where do I put it? Let's put it on... Let's keep piling up on Gizzleheart. Make a big piñata. Okay, now everything has plus a ton of armor, plus 6 armor. Alright. Okay, then we can use Sargasso to fight this thing and finish it off. Okay, so this ember comes back to me. Up, and 3 damage is dealt to the Keyraken. Oh, hold on, it's got plus 3. No, it's got plus 3 power. Oh, jeez. It does have plus 3 power. Okay. So that is a 9 power creature. How much armor have I got? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I take 1 damage. And I deal... So, 3 armor plus 3 damage, so that is 7 damage, and yeah, Gar. So maybe it might not, maybe it's not worth it then. No, it's not worth fighting this thing. Let's leave it alone. Let's fight the Keyraken instead. So it had 2 armor remaining, so now it's taking 4 damage. Alright, so another 3 and 1. Okay. Then we're throwing Larry of the Lake at it, dealing another 3 damage. And then another Larry of the Lake, dealing another 3 damage. Alright, so we're halfway through. Maybe we can make it? Geez, that's gonna be a really tough one, but yeah, it seems that it's not impossible for us to actually make it. Wow, that would be incredible. I don't draw anything though. Okay, now the Keyraken is gonna have a monster turn. According here, boom, with a ton of cards. So, if the tide is high, I gain 3 chains. Okay. Devour Whole. Skirmish, prey the least powerful creature. So it fights then readies. The least powerful creature right now is Larry of the Lake and Eddie. So it will fight Eddie, dealing no damage because of the gigantic pile of armor there is. Okay. Then a grappling tentacle that captures 3. Emergence. 1 ember. Destroy 1 of my artifacts, that's Hydro Cataloger, and exhaust 3 of my creatures. So let's exhaust my most powerful stuff, because that is what I need to win. Devour Whole. It fights then readies. Prey the least powerful creature, so it will fight Eddie again, dealing another 3 damage to Eddie, reducing its armor that much. Okay. Primordial. And a Swift Current. Okay. Then the Keyraken fights Eddie again, and this time I think all the armor is exhausted. Yeah, there were 6 armor, so now Eddie is finally destroyed. This reaps, and this reaps. And then I give a Keyraken creature with the lowest power, which is Slippery Arm, 3 power counters. Okay. Alright, fixed my green screen-ish. Alright, so yeah, it's my turn now. And I'm in big trouble. So, what can I do? I've got a Submersive Principle, so I could make the Keyraken lose a great deal of Ember, actually, to buy me a turn. Yeah, I think that's my only choice, really. Radiant Reap with a friendly creature. Okay. And I've got a Flume. Alright, let's go with Logos. That's my only hope. The tide is high, so I can still make it. Okay, so Submersive Principle. Each player loses half their Ember. So that's 5 Ember lost for Keyraken. And nothing for me, because I don't have any. Then I will play an Infomorph over there. And then I can play a Phase Shift and then play a Report So to give 3+1 power counters to, let's see. Let's make Seneschal Sagas are real big. Hopefully it's the right choice. I don't know. Okay. Alright, and that's my turn. So, if I can fight with all of my Sanctum next turn, then maybe I'll make it. If not, I will not. Okay. Taxing Journey. Ooh, and Bouncing Death Quark. Alright, so that might save me. We shall see. Okay, what have we got? Beholder's Grandeur. The Keyraken gains 1 Ember for each creature that shares a house. Okay, so that's 4 Ember. Bam, right there. Okay. Then the evil in the rank deal 3 damage to each of my flank creatures. So 3 and 3, they have a ton of armor, so that's that. And then the tide is high, so the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. And finally, Behold his Grandeur, another 4 ember for Keyraken. Okay, so I think I have to destroy it this turn, because otherwise that's game. The Keyraken will reap and archive 2 adventure cards. This will reap. Slippery Arm will reap. And then this will fight Sargassa, dealing 0 damage. Because it's 6 power and I've got 8 armor. But it's taking 6 damage in return, which then destroys it. Well, no, it's taking 9 damage. Alright, so it's 3 damage on the Keyraken. Alright, I think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Alright, hold on. So, give the Keyraken's creature with the last power 3 power counters. So, it is that Slippery Arm. So, that makes it a 9 power. So, destroy Ascending Jet and lower the tide. This is intense. And then the Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1 from me. So that's both. Let's put it on that one. Okay. Right. Okay, my turn. Let's spend 2 ember to raise the tide. I archive the top card of my... No, I don't archive the top card of my deck, but something captures 2. So let's put it on Diesel hard again. Whoop whoop. Let's play a Taxing Journey. Gain 1 ember. And then let's put 1 on Larry of the Lake, and then that puts 1 each on the neighbors. Alright. And let's finish this. So, Larry of the Lake fights. Larry of the Lake fights. So that's the ember, that's the armor gone. The Keyraken has 15, 18, 19. So yeah, we're finishing it. Fight with Sargassa, dealing 9 damage to the Keyraken. Boom. 5 up. Alright. And finally, we throw, I don't know, General Salvador, destroying the Keyraken. Yes, we finally won. Wow. By the skin of our teeth, not forging a single key, just by having this massive, insane board of Sanctum, we finally managed to defeat the Keyraken. Wow. Wow, that was exhausting and tough and so close, but we made it. Wow. Alright, the Tyrant that celebrates Quantum City, well done. You're the first winner of this series. Whew. Cool. Well, I think that's gone far too long. Well, very long enough anyway. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. It was incredibly tough, but fun. And once again, yet another deck that is very cool. So yeah, the Tyrant that celebrates Quantum City. We can thank him for vanquishing the Keyraken. So, here's to tyranny, I guess? Alright, have a good one. Bye.